everyone, and welcome back to Deep Magic, our Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle. Thank you so much for joining us last time. There were so many of you. I'm so excited that you enjoyed it as much as I did and as much as we did. I am Spectre, your storyteller, and we're going to get started with our second episode, Deep Magic, Battle of Three Armies. So let's go around from the top. Let's start with MJ. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm MJ Bradley Lestrange, host of Reignite Circle of Friendship and the Rob Thomas No Not That One Robcast over a Certain Point of View network. I am playing Gray, a punk rock selkie, who is also a storyteller and can't find all of their dice. Sorry.
All right. And Rhea, who are you playing?
My name's Rhea. I'm playing Anil, a knocker blacksmith who doesn't give a fuck and will rate you correctly the first time.
Excellent. And Lakoka, Velvet. Who are you playing? What are you doing?
Hi everyone, I'm Vevel Divine playing Lakoka, your resident Manic Pixie Mean Girl Redcap.
Awesome. And Michelle, who are you playing? What are you doing?
I'm really trying to unmute myself like a mature adult. Hi, I'm Michelle Crystal Light, and I'm playing Iris Diarmuid, of course. And, well, you didn't treat me correctly the first time. You called me shit tier. I am not shit tier. It's garbage can, not garbage can shit tier.
And Junie.
I'm Gina Banesh, and I'm playing Lydia Nunciacata, Ambassador of Bats from the House Dougal.
Awesome. And last but not least, Evan.
Evan Ivy playing Cormac Blackwatch, a troll who's just happy to be here.
And so where we left off with our motley last time, they had run into Annette Shadowend, a member of the murder court. Not a whole lot was revealed about her, but she did enlist the entire group to help her steal the Champions Cup for the tournament happening the next day. Supposedly something grand and portentous is going to happen if the cup is given out. You met Jiminy, the pixie, who wrote out this contract for you and gave you the support of the murder court should anything happen to you. You are now attempting to figure out a way to steal the cup and replace it with something built by Anil, who is our resident knocker and maker of things. But as Anil is in their tent, yelling, cursing, swearing, getting distracted by stuff, and then getting back on task because we have to get this done, Gray, who is actually relatively famous for her singing and her band, is out entertaining everyone with her songs. And we're actually going to be delighted to listen to MJ do this.
Delighted. That's the word. Sure. Oh, boy. Oh, Boise. All right. I get my stuff ready. All right. There was a young maiden, she lives all alone. She lives all alone on the shore. Oh, there's nothing she could find to comfort her mind but to roam all alone on the shore. Shore, shore, to roam all alone on the shore. 'Twas of a young captain who sailed the salt sea. The wind blow high and blow low. Whoa. I will die, the young captain did cry. If I can't have that maid from the shore, shore, shore. I can't have that maid from the shore. Well, I have lots of silver, I have lots of gold, I have lots of costly ware. Oh, I'll divide with my jolly ship's crew of the roamy that made from the shore, shore, shore. The roamy that made from the shore. after much persuasion, they got her aboard. Let the wind blow high and blow low. Whoa. They replaced her away in his cabin below. Here's adieu to all sorrow and care, care, care. Adieu to all sorrow and care. They replaced her away in his cabin below. Let the wind blow high and blow low. Whoa. She's so pretty and neat, so sweet and complete. She's some captain and sailors to sleep, sleep, sleep. Some captain and sailors to sleep. She robbed him of silver, she robbed him of gold, she robbed him of costly ware, then took his broadsword instead of an oar, and paddled her way to the shore, 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 paddled her way to the shore. Oh, me men must be crazy, nope. Let me try that again, sorry. Me men must be crazy, me men must be mad. Me men must be deep in despair, for to let you away from your cabin so gay, and paddle your way to the shore, shore, shore. Paddle your way to the shore. Well, your man was not crazy, your man was not mad, your man was not deep in despair. I deluded your sailors as well as yourself, a maiden again on the shore, 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 a maiden again on the shore. Well, there is a young maiden, she lives all alone. She lives all alone on the shore. Oh, there's nothing she could find to comfort her mind, but to roam all alone on the shore, shore, shore. But to roam all alone on the shore.
And so, with that beautiful performance, I'm going to have you roll an either a manipulation and persuasion or a manipulation plus leadership. If you get the threshold for that is 6. However many successes you have, I will tell you what happens after that. And Neil, you are going to have to burn at least 2 willpower tonight to keep going through this, but I am going to need you to do intelligence and crafts to build it. You do know exactly what it looks like, though, because you do have eidetic memory. And your threshold, again, will be 6 because you do have eidetic memory and you have seen it.
Okay. Can you please repeat what I was supposed to roll? I was trying to put my ukulele down without damaging it.
All good. Either manipulation and persuasion or manipulation and leadership.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and I have 4 pips of manipulation. So,
and then,
does that lower it, or
no? They go together. So you add those pips together. Okay. So the manipulation and whichever you pick of the other 2 skills.
Persuasion.
Okay.
I have 4 pips in intelligence, 2 in crafts, and I got 4 successes.
Excellent. So you have a reasonable facsimile of the cup as it was shown to you. You are uncertain of the mechanism that's causing the motion inside it. So a very close inspection may prove that the motion is different, but from just a cursory glance, it should look exactly the same.
Sorry, 6 successes because I forgot 10s count for 2 successes.
Then 6 for me too.
Okay, excellent. So actually, we'll move some of MJ's successes over to Rhea, because you are inspiring your group for the evening and for the going forward to the day. So everybody will have an automatic +1 to your next deciding roll, okay? Which means, Rhea, for now you have 7 successes. Only the maker would know that it was not the same. So it is a very good creation. And let's go to enunciation. I'm going to say this one day. I said it 7 times earlier.
Enunciacata.
Enunciacata. Right, there we go. What do your cards say today?
You want a 3 or just a 1?
Let's go for 1. Let's go for portents.
Okay. Here you go. Three of Cups.
Success. It's not a bad pull. Again, cups are traditionally good.
Abundance, commitment, togetherness.
Yep. So, you spend the evening how? We know Anil spends the evening working on the cup. Anil, you are very tired currently because you have not slept. You are also at about half your willpower right now, so you are even lower on filter than you normally would be.
This is just gonna be a fucking great day.
Yep.
Yeah, can someone please get me a fucking cup of coffee? I don't even fucking care if it's coffee. Just whatever has fucking caffeine in this fucking godforsaken fucking riot.
Okay.
Oh, poor Bean. I would get a Neil coffee.
Cool. There is likely no regular coffee at the fair anywhere. Just there's too many ways to make it better or different. So if you wanted regular coffee, you shouldn't be at the riot. You do have coffee. Gray does get you coffee.
Ray, can I please have the strongest, most caffeinated coffee? I don't care if it tastes like shit. I don't care if it's made of shit. Whatever has the highest concentration of caffeine, can you please get that for me?
I will get you the best thing I can get you.
Fucking fabulous.
Gray, when you go looking for this, you find a stall that has a large number of piskies, knockers, and clericons clustered around it. The clericons are fighty and angry and happy, and if you avoid them, you will probably avoid the fight they're trying to pick with everybody. This is just how this is going. The piskies are stealing their shit while they're fighting, and the knockers just want to get their shit done today. However, there is a drink, and it is black. And I don't mean it's like coffee black. It's black, and it's thick.
It's like Stuart Semple black.
Yes. And it is, yes, God. Sorry. All I can think of is the bean now.
Applicable.
Pure distilled terrible statue.
But we are now going to name this drink the bean.
Excellent.
It is stick a spoon up, kind of like the bean.
That's what Neil needs.
Yep. Anil, when you get this drink, it is thick, it is sweet.
Thick with 2 C's.
Yes. It does have quite the caffeine boost to it. I'm trying to think of a good mechanic for this at this point.
Heart palpitations.
Yes. Your perception is heightened, but so is your speech. So you are not only sweary, but you're talking really fast too.
Wow, this is way too fucking sweet. How could the thing be so goddamn sweet? It's black. I usually have my coffee black, but this is, way, way sweeter than I expected. Jesus fucking Christ, who makes this terrible, terrible thing? Thank you so much, Gray. You're great. Fucking hell, who does this?
I'm just gonna step outside.
Okay. Iris, what are you doing?
I'm going to follow Corey outside and just be like, no.
And
Yeah, that was really uncomfortable, ma'am.
I don't understand why on earth, we're supposed to be working together, and that one is just getting...
Let him. You take your little concept of teamwork and you put it outside, okay? I know, but nobody here is too excited about working with each other. Nobody knows. We don't know each other. Why bother? Let's just get this out of the way.
Me and you, we could do this.
Thick as thieves. Yeah, I know.
We could do this. We've been through worse.
Ma'am. Respectfully, we haven't.
I had that one bad hair day.
Oh, you're right. How could I forget?
The poof was like...
Yeah. Humidity.
The humidity was awful that day.
In fairness to Iris, at that point, that hair was like a weapon. It was so big.
And we're not.
I lost my keys in it.
Well, it's not my fault you did get help.
Lakoka, what are you doing?
I definitely signed up for the tournament before we left the arena, so I imagine the evening is just like a poorly edited with like lots of bad jump cuts training montage.
Okay. Roll me a strength and melee, please, and I will roll a strength and melee on my side and see who was unfortunate enough to get in your way.
Oh
Gosh, I
no!
have so many dice for this roll.
I know you do. Oh dear.
Dropping shit.
No.
Not bad.
That's 12.
What would? Oh, sorry, I forgot to give you a threshold. The threshold will be 8 because everybody is about same.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 12. I got a bunch of 10s.
Good God! Well, you ran into somebody who did actually put up a good fight. Okay, So the funny thing, we talked about clericons earlier, and clericons, they like to make friends by starting fights. And so it's a real easy way to like practice with people if you find a melee of them, because they like to shake your hand and then insult you and see what you do. And then if you fight them, and they're pretty happy with that too. And they'll mostly shake your hand afterwards. So you ran into a clericon where is my stuff? Named Figrog. And Figrog, he's not the smartest man, but he definitively put up a big fight for you. He had 10 successes, but you did beat him. So,
Nice.
He's willing to be your friend too now, but he is sleeping off the alcohol this morning.
Fair. And I made a friend.
You did. And
You can do it.
no, I can't, because I get to sleep on the sea.
You can do it. I believe in you. I don't believe in much, but I believe in you.
Think of it as if you're announcing. So Annunciacata.
Annunciacata. There we go.
Yes.
All right. What did you do last night, and what are you doing this morning?
Last night, well, we did some fortune telling to try and get the feel of the audience.
Okay.
Went back to House Dougal.
Mhm.
Found a couple of fencing partners so I could work on my bow staff. Found my wonderful bat friend floating about, giving me the lay of the land.
Mhm.
And then before sleep, finally spread my wings and took a flight.
Okay. Your bat friend does come up with information for you. Not much about the murder court, just because they're approximately the same as you. It is weird. There is a tent in the royal enclosure that has not opened or closed during the entirety of this event so far. That would be weird during this time, particularly because this has to be something that is set up continuously. So why you would set up something you could have conceivably kept in Care Frost without moving it is a bit odd. Not necessarily out of the way, but a bit odd. House Fiona is having a big party. There are rumors too that since the portal is open, there has been more glamour, which is why Queen Laurel has been able to provide glamour for everybody who is attending this royal riot at the moment. Other than that, the chatter's pretty banal. I mean, Alleel's going to Alleel, Baylor's going to Baylor kind of thing. The Luned's going to watch them all. Like, there are a couple of hunting parties that have had to be stopped because they get noticed by mortals. So there's a couple of she houses that are not super happy this morning, a couple red caps that are not super happy this morning. But other than that, that's pretty normal riot stuff.
Jill will wear a simple gown today and actually let her wings spread a bit so people can actually see the claws around her neck are actually more of a bat-like, and that they can actually see the wings.
Okay. So, mornings in a royal riot are not particularly noisy. You partied all night. There are still people up, obviously, particularly the more industrious kiths will be up in the morning. Boggins are very helpful. There's a bunch of boggin kitchens going on right now, so if you're looking for food and stuff like that, they are up and excited to help you. Knockers don't sleep during this because there's just too much to do. The Dougals are the same. Red caps are up and down depending on what they're doing right now. Piskies are passed out, so are the satyrs. There were some really great satyr parties last night. So if you wanted drugs, you wanted sex, you wanted anything that was like a vice, there was a satyr ready to give it to you because they're here for a good time, not for a long time. So, what are y'all doing now? I appreciate you're probably going to go to the side of the Dreamy to get to the cup. What's the plan?
Can't stop thinking about fucking centaurs.
Koi, they're hitting on everything.
Just a thought. I'm not doing anything with it. Just a thought. It's stuck in my head. I'm so sorry, and I regret it
I haven't
immediately.
been to like a wicked good orgy in like a fucking hot minute, and so this better be worth it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
All right.
Ready to get over there and swap the cups.
So satyrs actually have an ability to make you give in to your vices. So if you go hang out with the satyrs, they are definitively going to be like, hey, pick your poison. So, Evan, what does Mac really want to give into?
We're not talking about that right now, okay? I didn't go to the parties. I stayed up with the Neil, keeping them awake.
Fair.
You two are your accountability buddies.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, if you go into the satyr encampment during a royal riot, the likelihood that something interesting, possibly positive, will happen to you is very, very high.
Sketchy. Okay.
Just, that's how satyrs work. Also, so stay away from the piskies right now that you have the cup. Also, I would recommend not putting it in a box until the last moment. Most of you would know that mooch is a thing, and the minute you enclose something, it becomes vulnerable to mooch. So as long as it's visible and could easily just be grabbed by hand, it is not vulnerable to mooch. Just saying.
I don't have a purse big enough for this, and I don't even think I could put it in a purse.
Could it fit in your beehive?
Could it fit in the beehive?
It would have
we don't
constant
wanna
contact
lose
with your head.
It would have constant contact with my head.
But so did the gun, and that got stolen.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I was unconscious. Unconscious. I have not had my tea this morning, Anil. I have not had my tea this morning.
I would have gotten you tea.
Like,
You didn't
like
ask.
A sip left. It'll get you fucking going.
No, thank you. No.
I could swallow the cup and just spit it back out.
Oh, Iris. Cressida comes to see you this morning. Your friend.
Cressida! Darling, dearest. Mwah, mwah.
She goes, darling, you missed the best party last night. Like, the best party. Where were you?
Honey, was I there?
Well, no, but
Then it wasn't the best party.
look, the prince was there. We had an issue, and darling, the tailcraft, I can't even begin to describe. It was like being in the middle of the most exciting adventure story you've ever been in. Seriously.
I kind of feel like I'm in one of those adventure stories right now.
Oh, darling, did something happen last night? Do tell me everything.
Oh, let's just say I got dealing with split ends, okay? I'm dealing with split ends.
Oh, my dear. I know what will fix that right up. So my lady has the most amazing most amazing dancer. And admittedly, she's enchanted. We can't really tell her what's going on, but she has done the most amazing performance. And you know what we should do? We should go get glamour today because, we're nobility and it's fun.
It is fun. It is fun. Responsible adults. Responsible adults.
Hey, have I ever led you astray?
Do you want the truth or the answer that won't hurt your feelings?
I mean, if you say anything less than, I have absolutely led you in the best astrayness possible, I will be mortally offended.
The astrayness you have led me in the past has been nothing short of astonishing.
Mm-hmm. I know. And I also know where to find the prince. And I told him about you, and he's interested in your hair.
The prince is interested in my hair?
Yes. Yes, darling. It's the talk of the town. But then again, I'm really good at making things the talk of the town.
Like, is he cute?
Of course. He's a prince. But where's she? There's not one of us that isn't gorgeous. And she spins around, and she really is very pretty.
Oh my goodness, did you sew those crystals did you have those crystals sewed into your skirt yourself? They glisten on the sunrise.
Darling, why would I sew anything myself, ever?
Sometimes you need to do a quick fix.
Yeah.
Besides, they say embroidery is the language of love.
Fine. Yes, I will learn a skill, but promise me you'll be there for the tournament this evening. Promise. I have excellent seats.
Oh. Did they give you physical tickets? Did they
No.
Or is it sit where you're? Oh, what's that common phrase? If it fits, it sits.
Oh yeah. Well, there are no tickets, but there are definitively assigned seats.
Well, as long as you ensure that my proper place is properly saved, and I will make an appearance.
Fine, but then when you get there, you tell me what happened last night, because I know it's more than split ends, because your hair looks amazing this morning.
Oh, yes. I woke up on the right side of the bed, like I always do.
Excellent, and I see you kept your bodyguard. You're all in one piece. It's so good to see you again. You're so very tall. They're all so very tall.
It's the hair.
I know.
It's the hair.
Corey is just the absolute best a girl could ask for.
You keep telling me, and one of these days I'm going to have to steal him away from you.
Ma'am, please.
Ma'am, please what?
Don't. I thought that part was implied.
Break my heart.
Well, darling, I am in no mood to form any sort of bodyguard exchange program.
Fine. All right, I'll let you go to your secrets, but remember, we have a date. And she goes off.
Love you, sweetie.
Iris, that felt really swingery. Was that like a move?
What?
Never mind.
I
think do the thing.
Well, I don't think she was hitting on you. I think she was admiring your biceps.
That's fine. Let's not talk about it.
All right. So, Gray, you haven't seen your mentor yet today, but he did hear your performance last night, and he is interested in talking to you for a minute because he has been rather busy himself. Mornings are a good time for the issue. Nobody really wants to see daytime stories unless if they're for this. When the sun comes up, there's better effects at night. You can do more fireworks and all kinds of other crazy things. So, most of the issue are kind of quiet right now. So he's like, God damn. He comes up and he's like, okay, I'm so sorry. Last night got a little crazy. Riots always are a little crazy. I met so many people. I think some of them are still in the story circle. I think they're still in the story circle. I'm not really certain if they're still watching the illusions, because I know I stopped telling the story, but time's a little wonky here. Things are a little wibbly wobbly. We had somebody from House Allele watching, which was weird. It was weird. I'm just telling you, it was weird.
This is what happens when I'm not there to keep you out of trouble.
Look. I was trying to get into a little bit of trouble. Like, there's a lot of really great people here, and there's a lot of really great things that we can do. And, you know, I'm kind of hoping to expand my freehold a little bit because we think we found another source of glamour and, like, it's going to be awesome. But I need some approval. I need someone higher up the totem pole who can help me with that. So I was hoping somebody would notice me. But oh my God, there's so many great performers. Like, okay. I'm flailing at you. How are you?
I'm, fine.
So by fine, you mean very, very not fine? Because your face is just very, very not fine.
I miss my band.
Yeah. It's only a week, though. Like, we're a couple days in. I mean, hypothetically, if you enchanted your band, you could bring them. I'm not recommending it, but you could.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Like, they trust me, and I trust them, and yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's honestly why I got into streaming, because I don't have to, like, feel bad about the people I'm performing with. I can just, like, go visual effects, and everybody goes, yes! And I go, see, I'm really cool.
Yeah. The downside of not having them is that I'm limited to, like, Disney princess songs and sea shanties.
I mean, fair. We'll work on that. Like, you're still getting out there. Things will start coming back to you. They always do. These things always bring out stuff. So, like, if you have any problems or anything, like, come to me. I know I'm always busy, but, like, come to me. I'll help. Also, going to the championship thing, everybody goes to the championship thing. It's a thing. If you want to meet people, you want to make connections, I don't know, if you want to stand on your head and just, sing at people, that's probably the place to do it tonight. I just, wanted to give you some advice. Done this once before. Last time was with the prince. It was a little wilder. There were a lot more people throwing themselves at him because he was back from it. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Like, I'm so glad we're past that right now.
You're my favorite person.
I'm so glad you're my favorite person right now.
Yay!
Also, I saw you with that coffee. Who was your victim? I need to know.
Oh, it was my friend. They were up all night working on a project. They were trying to impress someone, and they were just so tired.
Okay, well, I suppose that's fair. I'm just telling you, if it's blue, it's probably okay. Everybody loves blue, so, like, when you go for drinks, blue. Remember, blue. And I'm like, oh, he's like, oh God, I hate to be this person, but I also have another student here I need to, like, meet up with. I will see them, but, hit me up if you need anything, okay?
I promise.
Cool. All right.
Hey, so, Lakoga, you said you could swallow the cup and, like, spit it back out. I worked really goddamn hard on this. And you know how serious I am, because I want to talk fast. When you're saying that you, like, can spit it back up, there's a fucking scratch mark from your teeth, I will shove it up the other fucking end.
Oh wow, I'm really terrified. That's quite the threat. So spooped, literally so spooped. Maybe I'll just eat your hands too, and you can keep repairing it while it's being dissolved inside me. Just give me the damn cup.
Listen, I've never fucking hung out with Red Cat before. I don't know if they can, like. All I'm saying, you know how important this shit is. I worked all night. We don't have time to make another one. It's like fucking perfect. It's fucking perfect. It's so good.
It is good.
Lakoka, roll a manipulation and persuasion check.
Let me just check what those are.
This whole campaign got to be just the Neil getting manipulated onto
No.
Listen, don't worry. I can't manipulate shit.
That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else hear this conversation, by the way?
So I'm using my vampire die. It's not a success, but I don't know if it's like a 1 or what number.
So the threshold on this should be, like, really basic. It should be a 5 or a 6. I'll even go for a 5 here.
I don't know if somebody who has numbered die wants to roll one for me.
1 die?
Yes, one singular die.
That's a 3. So it's not a complete failure, but it is also not a success. Anil, you have no idea whether or not this is going to work or not. Lakoka's trying to convince you, but not very well.
It's theoretically possible, but I'm not in the habit of spitting stuff out once I've eaten it. So, if you got other ideas, go for it.
You're muted.
Thank you. Sorry. How about we just test it? And I give them the cup of coffee, or like probably the remnants of the cup. Eat this and spit it back out. And I memorize it first, so I know exactly what it looks like.
Okay. So, Lakoka, you do have a prehensile tongue. I'm not trying to say you should eat that, because eating that will definitely dissolve it. It might not dissolve the treasure, but it will dissolve the cup of coffee. So you could hypothetically hold the cup of coffee with your tongue, but you could not eat it.
Okay. So yeah, then I'll just hold it.
Okay. It is weird. Redcap's jaws unhinge a lot of the time. That's why this works as well as it does. So big mouth, very briefly. Also, that caffeine is dripping down you. It is making you feel like very antsy, Lakoka.
Perfect.
Shit.
Just start, like,
Think that
bouncing
part
up and
through.
down while still holding it.
So, yeah. Well, I don't want to like attract suspicion. That's why we want to keep it like hidden.
I'm a red cap. Like, everyone's going to be looking at me.
If you're holding on to the cup with your tongue at this point, you can see it.
Maybe the beehive's a better idea. I like your idea. I just don't want it dissolved in your terrible, horrible stomach.
That's fair.
No offense. It's just fucking horrendous. It's scary.
I take pride in it.
I'm proud of you.
And I eat the cup.
Okay. It's sustenance. You can eat anything. You can even eat toxic things with enough willpower expenditure. So this is, it's not the best thing you've ever eaten, but it's not the
if
worst.
I eat like radioactive waste, will I glow in the dark?
Maybe. You don't know.
Let me put that on the list to test out at some point.
All right.
Right. Beehive. Let's beehive it up.
Okay.
Well, let me just move some things around first. Okay.
While you're doing that, I think probably the best way to do this is put this under dexterity and stealth for the hiding bit. Whoever is hiding it, you can help her hide it if you want to. In the meantime, everybody else, roll me a perception and alertness, please.
Dexterity and... Who's helping me hide this in my hair?
Hold still.
I don't have any stealth, but I have a decent dexterity.
It's okay. I think Mac can probably help her. All right.
Yeah, what's the success here?
It is going to be a 6. It's not hard to notice. You just have to notice it's there. 3, 5, 2, 3. Everybody at the 2 level and above, there is a new party of people moving through the market today. They're all in cloaks. They're all different colored cloaks, so it's not like black cloak moving through the market or anything like that. They are all in brightly colored cloaks. Most of them do have a handprint across their face. They're not all black. They're all different colors as well. There are also a variety of different kiths as well. They are not falling. So this is either a house party, so like this is something that belongs to one of the she houses, or this is some other group that you didn't notice before. It would have been very noticeable, though, because their faces are marked like this.
So I got 3 successes for wig. I mean hair.
Okay.
It's totally my real hair.
Is anyone decent at stealth?
I think I am.
Koi, just be careful. Be careful of the AC in there, okay?
The what?
The air conditioning.
Okay.
The hair C.
Okay.
And Enunciacata. Pull another card, please.
Come on.
Question about multicolored cloak people.
Mhm.
Do the handprints match the cloaks?
Yes.
So that's the new. Do the cover match the drapes? I guess.
What would the stealth roll be?
The stealth is to hide it. I couldn't figure out a better way to.
Subterfuge.
I mean, subterfuge is lying, so you can do either. But like, I'd rather use subterfuge to, if you got caught, distracting from it.
Yeah, I can't help you all there.
What's the threshold on the hiding?
It's a 6. I mean, it's big hair, and it's not the biggest cup.
2 success.
Okay.
So
Between
5.
you have 5 successes, and just know that in case anybody starts looking for it.
6 of Wands. Recognition, celebration, victory.
Okay.
Okay, yep, okay, yep, it's in there. It's in there.
Enunciacata. You're the only one who hears this because you do have the heightened slow senses. There's somebody very small wandering around your feet. Like 6 inches tall.
She'll use her staff to gently pound the ground, use her heightened senses to locate that creature, and then gently move down to scoop them up.
Okay. It is a person. Once they recognize that you are trying to scoop them up, they stop for you. It goes, hey, sorry. I kind of got stuck like this last night. Things happened. Arts were used. Mistakes were made. Hi.
Usually what happens during this week. Hello.
Hi.
How can I help you?
Hi. I'm Madden. I'm not really certain where I'm going or where I'm supposed to be. Things are a lot different from down here.
Well, you are the size of a Barbie doll, I believe.
I also don't have metamorphosis, so I'm stuck this way until somebody can fix me. Yeah. So, hi.
Hello.
Do you mind if I tag along with you until I find somebody who can help me? Because so far you're the first person who heard me, and the Sluagh camp is really, really far away.
I can hear you because of my ears, but I can't see you.
Oh. Can you tell somebody else I'm here, or like I can
my hand.
I can jump?
Come into my hand. I'll put you on. I'll put you on my shoulder. Just please do not pull on the wings.
Okay. You feel little booted feet walk on you and like very delicately try to like.
Oh, she'll just go like that.
Perch themselves. Okay.
What? Do you belong to a house?
Oh yeah. I'm part of House Fiona. Big party. Got invited. Wanted to celebrate. It's been a lot of fun, but this is not the kind of fun I was trying to have.
That's usually the case in big parties. You always have a buddy.
I did have a buddy. I had a bodyguard even. I don't know what happened to them.
You should meet my friend Iris's bodyguard, Corey. He's quite efficient.
Okay.
Just make sure when you're being polite to him, you're not hitting on him. He gets confused quite easily.
Okay. I will do my best.
Delightful. Do you want me to... How about this? You tell me where to go, and we'll find your friends.
And he thinks for a bit, and he's like, You know? I don't even know at this point. Like, I'm pretty certain somebody's freaked out by now. But, like, how you'd find me at this point, I don't even know.
Well, being that you're standing on my shoulder or sitting on my shoulder, and I'm at least 5'4", that's giving you 5 feet off the ground than where you were.
Yeah, I know. But, like, here's the thing. So, a bunch of us, Fiona, decided to go out to the Seder party last night. Like, because...
That was your first mistake.
Yeah, I know. But I've met Seders before. Like, they're a lot of fun. I've never seen quite so many at the same time. That was an experience, right? We had a good time. Nothing bad happened as far as I remember. And then, like, we were joking around. There were a couple of puka pranks happened. It was funny. You know, there were drinks. I woke up 6 inches tall. You know, it was funny for like the first 20 minutes, but like the party had moved on. And then, like, so my tent's in like the outskirts of the royal enclosure. So now that I'm out here, I don't know how to get back in there.
I wonder what do you need to go back in there?
Well, because that's where I'm supposed to be.
No. What do you need? Do you need somebody, a title, somebody, I'm of House Dougal, I'm a lady. I believe I'd be able to get in there, yes, no?
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sorry, I'm not great at recognizing faces yet. I keep trying, like, and I keep getting introduced to people.
I don't try at all.
Ah, yes.
Just go by voices.
Cool.
Makes it easier. You've got several people in this tent that I can recognize now by voices. Especially when they start swearing. It becomes more delightful that way. Very colorful. I enjoy it.
Does anybody else see this happening?
I just think she's talking to herself.
Okay. Madden goes, all right, well, I am a little bit concerned, and this is going to sound crazy, but my bodyguards are kind of, like, anal. So, I just don't want anybody to get in trouble because I was a dumbass. Does that make sense?
Well, you were at a rivalry, you got transformed, and you went to a Seder party. That seems to be all a check and completely accurate. I don't think that's a dumbass move at all. It's just what happens here.
Yeah.
Maybe you should tell me why you have bodyguards and what title and rank you hold.
He goes, sorry, I need to roll something for him. I'm not in here. He goes, I'm just a knight. I'm not much of anybody, but Prince Mahone took a liking to me and, you know, gave me a title. It was fun. He's a bit intense, but, you know, court life's a bit intense.
Well, do me a favor. What kith are you? You see, I can't see what you are.
He's like, oh, I'm a she.
Ah!
Sorry.
Honey?
Sorry. I know that makes some people uncomfortable, but, like...
Doesn't look like I'm uncomfortable.
It's like, no, but also, like, I have been, like... We can be dicks. I'm like, I've admitted to my dumbassery. I've admitted that we can be dicks. Like, I've admitted that, like, people won't be super calm that I'm missing. They're just not going to be able to find me, which is a problem.
Please don't refer to yourself as shit tier, because I know Iris is around here and she takes quite offense to that. So don't belittle yourself too much or Iris will hear you.
It's like, oh, okay.
She's
Right.
the lady with the large hair.
He looks around. He's like, oh. He like waves at her, but because he's small, you may or may not see him unless you're looking for him. Kill.
I just assumed that Anuncia was talking to herself like she does to her cards.
Cool. So, assuming that no one else does anything with this, y'all probably should figure out what you're going to do to steal this cup one way or the other. So, put that in the collective brain. And because I promised we're going to take a break now for 10 minutes so that everybody can eat, get a bathroom, eat, do what you need to, and I will see everybody in a couple of minutes. for joining us for tonight's episode. If you'd like to participate more with us, be sure to join in on the fun in the Discord. And everyone who is participating tonight is welcome to vote for your favorite character moment to give an extra XP to that character in the Discord. So please join us, and thank you so much for being with us. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us during the break, and we are going to pick back up with Annunciata and Little Madden and what she's off to do with him.
Annunciata will just let him continue to talk, and she'll quietly walk out of the tent using her staff. And as he talks, she'll quietly tap along to try and get this general direction of the tent he needs to go to, so that those ears won't hear any of the plans that are being made.
Okay. And as you're doing this, Gray, you have that moment of clarity for the day. And
Yep.
What do you do about it?
So Gray has this very crystallizing moment, and I imagine that they just freeze, like in the middle of whatever they were doing, whether it was talking or walking across the tent. They just freeze. And then they'll probably kind of slip into a trance and then say very clearly to no one in particular, if you find a broadsword, it will guarantee you safe passage.
Thank you for the tip.
Are we adding that to the shopping list?
I mean, if I see a broadsword that's available, I'm not going to not take it.
And I think Gray would repeat it one more time and then just like slip out of it and just like,
Oh,
You went all wibbly wobbly.
what size broadsword did you want again for the shopping list?
I think
broadsword?
she was doing a thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you have one of those. They're fun.
Who said that?
He goes,
Who are you
"Hi."
speaking for?
If you look for him, you see the 6-inch tall dude.
I thought you were out.
Oh, have you passed way beyond it? Okay.
They'll walk out. And,
All right.
Yeah, I thought that you had left.
yeah. We're gone before she says that. I don't hear the broadsword.
Okay, let me just...
That clarifies things. Sorry, I was just like, who is in the tent? Hoomst?
Who's getting fed to the red cap tonight?
Yeah, so coming out of trance, just a little confused.
Okay.
I can make us a broadsword if you give me
What did I say exactly?
an hour's? 12?
Oh shit, you said it twice. If you find a broadsword, it will grant you passage.
Safe passage.
Safe passage.
I think
Name of the shop.
finding it is the important part. I say things that are true. I don't know why I say them, but they're true and they happen.
Yeah, you said some exciting shit about the Queen earlier that we all just blew right past.
It be like that sometimes. Sometimes you just don't want to acknowledge the true thing, and that's okay.
It was definitely not the appropriate moment.
Nope. So yeah, the murder court also opposes the Queen, huh? That's another thing.
Let's say that less.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, did you not hear me say that yesterday? That is the thing I said yesterday.
To the murder court.
How do we know that the murder court's being honest with us?
Well, when I said it to Annette's face, she did not deny it.
I meant, what if there's no explosion?
Well, we could take the cup for ourselves, so to speak, not and see if we can find the trigger within it.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
Well, your ideas are do nothing, try to do it ourselves, or hand it over to people that we are not sure if they're good or bad.
I vote hand it over to those people and get out of there.
What if we're just...
They did say they were
What
just
if we-
going to remove the trigger and then give it to us because I called dibs.
You did call dibs on the cup, that is true.
Let's do what the murder court wants us to do. Let me reiterate. Murder.
Well, like you said yesterday, this is just fucking birds.
Turn that on me.
You know, I'm normally not the smart one here.
Yeah.
Let's not break pattern, Sonny. Let's finish what we're doing.
Hey, don't be mean.
I'm
What?
normally not, like, the one to like, not believe people. But I kind of feel like, you know, sometimes when I do the thing and I wink at people and they give me what I want? I feel
Manipulation.
I feel like I'm being winked at with both eyes, and that's just blinking at this point. I feel like I'm being blinked at.
The fuck are you even talking about?
You know, when cats blink at you, it means that they like you.
You're a seal.
Then what happens when a murderer blinks at you?
I don't know. I
You
don't
use
have
that
one
split
for that.
second
I'm
to murder
sorry.
the murderer? That's why I never blink.
You don't have a blink?
I'm going to jump in here to our only character who's outside this tent. Madden is going to turn to you and be like, gee, there's a lot of people in these weird, colorful cloaks, and like, did I miss the memo on face paint today? Like, were we supposed to stick our hands and stuff and just like cover our face? Or a lot of things happened last night.
How much meat did you drink?
I don't know if it was mead. It was purple.
Interesting. Let me just hold on. And she'll actually tap her thing and ask Betty to find out where that wonderful place was that Gray got the yummy, yummy goodness for Anral. Sorry.
It's probably like 3 like rows away on the other. But as you ask, your pet lets you know that that group that they were talking about before that had come in, there's probably 30 of those groups coming in now, and they're converging on the lake.
That's not where okay, but let's get you back to where you need to be, shall we? I think that's right now the most important thing that we can do, because I can find my way back to my friends. I don't think you can at the moment.
He's like, yeah, no, I absolutely cannot, because I cannot fix this. I can do some shit, but this is not a thing that I can fix.
Pity I don't have a knocker with a stretcher.
Look, I've been nice. I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to go home. I want to go home.
I understand. I'm not being mean. If I was being mean, I would have turned around and lifted you up and tried to hit you like a piñata.
He's
and
like,
send you
I had
back.
a troll try to do that already. Don't act like that's not a thing that's happened to me today.
Sounds like someone's hangry.
Yeah. Did you eat dinner or breakfast or some sort of meal?
No, I think I'm hungover. I don't know if I'm. Can you be hungover from purple?
She will go into her bag, fiddle around for a moment, pull out a Snickers and go, please stop being Betty White.
It's like, okay. And he's just like trying to hold on to. He's like, sure.
Here, she'll open it up. You're expecting a blind woman to try and feed you.
No,
This
he's
is adorable.
like, I'm trying to hug it. You understand it's almost as tall as me, right?
She'll take him, hold her in her hand, kind of.
All right. He's chewing, and as you're going through this terrible scene with him trying to gnaw through a Snickers, you hear the thud of a staff, and it echoes through the entire encampment. Everybody in the tent hears it. Everybody in every encampment hears it, and a voice calls out, "Queen Laurel, I claim my right of combat."
Oh, for the love of all the pixies.
Oh, fun.
I don't have. Give me 30 seconds to tell me where your thing is. Can you see it? Because we need to be out of here.
He's like,
Don't say north, south, east, or west now.
He points.
Quick. That doesn't help me. I
He's
cannot
like,
see where your hand is.
Sorry, it's north.
Benny, be my eyes, and she'll literally hightail it. She will start to run.
Right? Cool. Come back. What is everybody in the tent doing?
Fun. Okay.
We need to do the thing. We need to just like get on our shit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we can do this pretty easily, right? We just have Lakota go in there and like start a fight or something, bump the cup off the plinth, then we catch it and do a swap.
Whatever it is we're doing, we need to do it quickly. I still feel like we're being manipulated here, but you know what? At this point, I'd much rather make sure everyone else is safe rather than like worrying about myself right now, because
Be manipulated, not die. 1, 2, good.
Of course we're being manipulated. We're nobodies that no one's gonna remember.
unless we're going to be known as the nobodies who stole from the queen.
Then we're dead. Shit sucks.
Pretty much.
Okay. So I'm
Anyway, let's go.
guessing everybody in the tent is running towards the arena to try and get the cup. All right. As you do this, it is actually pretty easy to get to the arena. Annunciata, it is not easy to go where you are going because the troll guard has come out and they have put up a barrier between the interior royal enclosure and everyone else for now. And it's like, I got this. I think no, just put me down. I mean, I'm going to be in so much trouble. Okay, well, thank you very much. Go see your friends. Okay, and he starts like trying to climb down your clothes.
No, she's holding on to him and she's just putting the Snickers in his mouth. She will walk up to the troll.
Okay.
And she will, I'm Annunciata from House Dougal. Our house found this poor lad. Is there any way that you can possibly return him to your people?
He looks at what he's like, ma'am, there's a war threat going on right now.
I'm aware. I know. I can't really let a night of your house be unfortunately indisposed at the moment, and you'll need all your men. He will need to be transformed.
Roll a persuasion check here. So please manipulate and persuade him or intimidate. Do something that will convince this troll to take this small man. Oh, this is definitely a difficulty 8. He has definitive instructions at the moment.
I used manipulation and etiquette, and I got 2 successes.
Okay, he's like, I don't know. Here, give him to me. I'll do something with him at some point. And he
I
picks up.
appreciate it.
He
Thank
picks up
you.
Madden and he sticks him in his pocket.
And she makes sure that the chocolate bar goes with.
Madden still has it in his mouth and he's trying to scream something, but you can't hear what it is.
That's fine. Have a lovely and pleasant day. Thank you. And she'll then turn around and call for Benny to lead her back to where the group is.
Okay. Cool. He definitely will tell you where the group is. They've gone to the arena. Getting to the arena is not the hardest thing right now. There are still guards here. There are not as many as there were before because they have mostly been pulled to the royal court to protect it. All of the dukes have also brought their retinues to the royal enclosure to start a defensive action while they figure out what's going on. I need everybody here to roll me some things to figure out if you know what's going on here. So I will take intelligence and lore. I will take wits and empathy. I will take intelligence and etiquette. Any of those will give you some answer about what's happening here.
Intelligence and investigation, maybe?
You can take intelligence and investigation, but I will give you a different answer.
Oh, that's.
Could I do wits alertness?
No, because you have to know something about this group in order to know what it is. The threshold for those of you doing intelligence-based checks is a 7, especially. Sorry. You're new.
What's the wits combo?
Oh, the wits was wits and empathy.
I'm either rolling 1s or 10s today, so I got 4 successes because I rolled 2 10s.
Same! I rolled 2 10s and a 7.
Yeah, I rolled 1, 2, 3, and 2 10s.
I'm normally not the intelligent one. Rolls a 5 on an intelligence check.
That's a big 2 on the wits, unless you'd like to count 1 and 1 as 11 and not 2.
For all of you with 4 and above, this is the Autumn Rebellion. They haven't been seen in 40 years. They were put down last time by Queen Laurel. This is a group of common kith and some she, but mostly House Scadich and those who remained behind. They have traditionally opposed Queen Laurel since she has returned and taken her throne here. They are not loyal to any house.
Fun. This is just fun.
Do we know anything about their politics besides we want to get rid of the queen? Is the queen kind of a dick?
The queen,
and we just want to fucking get rid of them?
As far as you know, as the average subject of the surrounding areas of Queen Laurel's kingdom, or as a subject of Queen Laurel, she's traditionally pretty fair. I mean, she's a Fiona, so they're very passionate in general. Most people like Fionas when they get near them for extended periods of time, but there's always the bit of, do you like them because you like them, or do you like them because they're likable? The other thing about Queen Laurel is when she returned from Arcadia, they did take over a bunch of freeholds by right of combat. At that point, there's still a lot of bad blood around that. Some of the commoners were allowed to retain their freeholds in exchange for loyalty to the She houses. There was also a big event with some iron and a bunch of really dead people. And so people don't really like the She because of it indefinitely. People who remember it have more issues with it. There are certain trolls who have huge issues with it because they gave oaths to the common people to protect them, and they couldn't protect them from the She, so it is very kind of a sore subject with certain groups of trolls there, the sore subject with anybody who wanted to be able to maintain their sources of glamour without she interference. So there's always some rebellion towards the order at all times. This is just one of the most organized ones. They do tend to have similar goals, though. Both sides do want to make sure that glamour is accessible to everybody. So this is not like an unseelie rebellion. An unseelie rebellion would just say, rip all the glamour up and use it as you need it kind of thing. This is more of, we think you're bad stewards of what glamour we have left. On both sides, by the way. It's not like the rebellion is wonderful and the court order is wonderful. They both have their ups and downs. Think of it in vampire terms, in terms of Camarilla versus Anarch, or just, it's not really a perfect analogy, but it is very much how that friction starts. And most unseelie characters don't really care which side they're on. In this particular case, they just like the friction because it means there's chaos.
Well, I said I wanted to come here for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just Corey?
Okay. It's okay. They're there.
Thank you.
So, what's the difference in as much as who's washing the cup? More people, less people?
Fewer trolls, more sneaky sneak things. Easier to keep them on patrol up here because you have better height. So you won't have the guard captain Alduin who was here. You will still see the Slua. That Puka the red panda Puka is still here. She is obviously very alarmed because she told you she was part of House Fiona. It's probably safest up here for her right now. The cup is still where it was meant to be. If you bum rush it, you probably can get it off and switch it if you're fast enough with your dexterity, but there are still people around watching.
It's going to be really, really fast.
We could overcomplicate this, or we could go directly for it. What are we thinking?
I'm not fast, and it's in my head.
I'm the fastest one here, probably.
I believe that.
On a scale of 1 to 5?
Decently fast.
5.
Valid question. Can you reach the cup, though?
With my tongue, I can.
Ew!
That's
This
fine.
is actually true.
You're not putting your tongue in my hair!
No. We're talking about the one on the plate.
Yeah.
Your hair's fine. That's going to be up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Makoka, if you have to do it, just do it. Apologize later.
Oh, anyway, as you're debating this, a group of cloaked people arrive on the platform on the other side. They are led by one who has a pin of, they have markings that they are some sort of leader of this group here. She has a black hand on her face, and she stares at you, and she goes, "Oh, well, when they foretold this was not what I was expecting. Move out of the way, we're here for the cup."
Why do you want it?
Oh, to make sure Queen Laurel has to accede to our demands.
Oh.
You know, it's just a shame that we already took it.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
We
Are you
swapped it
impressive?
out.
And goes, there's some confusion in the ranks at that statement. And he goes, well, there has to be combat. Fine. Let's go.
No. Ah, fuck. Okay. Mac runs up and grabs the real one. Because, I mean...
And it's just, and this is all part of Iris's plan of causing confusion.
Ah!
I'm sorry, this is beautiful. All right, so they spread out across the other side of the arena here. as a storyteller, I know a lot of you are new to this. Please understand you do not have to use a combat ability in order to impact the people on the other side. You can use your social capabilities, you can use your intelligence capabilities. All you have to do is get off this platform with the correct cup, okay? That's all you're trying to do. So, use combat, use what you're good at rather than what they're doing. So, they're going to spread out around the edge as fast as possible, trying to keep people from getting off of it. They are also going to try and head towards Anne because they can see that Anne has wings. And they are going to try and prevent her from leaving the platform physically.
So is there not an initiative system or anything like that?
You guys can do whatever you want, and I will just react to it from that point. So I'll let all of you decide what to do, and then I will do a reaction for what the group is doing.
I have an idea.
Okay.
We switch out the cups, and then we threaten to break the fake cup. I have a gun. I'll just point a fucking gun at the fake cup and just let us walk out of here, and then just fucking chuck it and we book it.
If you decide to do that, that's an intimidation check, just so you know.
And Iris is going to pull the fake cup out of her wig. Well, her hair. It's her hair. I say wig because I'm wearing the wig. She's going to pull the cup out of her hair.
I actually want everybody here to do a intelligence and etiquette or lore check here. I don't care if you have a lot or not. I just want to know what you know.
Is Greymare the lore?
That would work too. I'm okay for it.
What's the limit, or what's the success?
This is a 5. It's something you should know. 4.
Just 2 10s.
Okay.
That's a 5. Just barely made it.
Okay.
5 successes.
Everybody should know this. The sheet is being enforced here contractually to get on the property. Something that the rebels have or have done is superseding the contract breaking rules here. So either they have a previously existing contract with Queen Laurel, or they've done something to break it. So they're right.
So I'm going to try something, and I don't know how to do it.
Okay. Tell me what you want to do.
I have Sovereign 1, which means that I can impose upon those around me to abide by the rules that are set forth here.
You can.
And I want to try to get everyone to stop being hostile.
Okay. I'm just looking up the rules for that myself really quickly.
We're here to party. We're not here to fight out of aggression. That's unnecessary. We are here to party.
However, sometimes fighting is party.
Okay, there we go.
Gun might
For
not
Red Cap
break.
I trust Mac to hold it down, so I'm just beelining it for the head lady with the pen.
Okay. So what's
she's
gonna
gonna eat her?
So as you use this, how big is your Fey realm currently?
Fey realm, 2 dots.
Okay. So
Have a
and your scene?
1.
Okay. So you can get a swath of them. It is a large arena, so just be aware of that. You're a little above the scene for that. You do hit things that are titled. Please roll me your what is this here? Roll me something. I'm actually gonna go for your appearance and etiquette or something like that where it fits in. So
Okay, I get 9 dice for this.
that's great.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what's my count?
I know the counts here that you have several. So tell me everything above a 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. And how many 9s do you have?
Does that include 10s?
Mhm.
So I have 4, 5, because I have 2 10s and a 9.
Okay. Cool. So a lot of you can, as you look at them, you can see it. This is I'm not trying to say smaller, but like the younger people in the group feel like suddenly very self-conscious, and they just kind of like straighten up, like they've been reprimanded by their teacher or their mom or something like that. The general, it has absolutely no effect on her one way or the other. She is also a she. Now that you look at her, she is probably one of the autumn she at this point, and she looks unimpressed. And she draws her broadsword.
Whoever Gray is next to, Gray starts smacking them like, nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
She goes, "Oh, that's cute, but I don't have time." And she's going to come for the troll, who is holding on to the last thing she saw there.
All right. Plan B, scatter.
Right.
And he'll toss the real cup to Gray and look at Iris and like shoo her and shoo Gray. Be like, come on, go run.
And Iris is going to hand off the fake one to... Iris is going to hand the fake one off to Anil. And she's going to walk away in her sensible 4-inch heels. And she's going to be like, if you want to learn how to speak to a lady, well, read a book.
Cool.
Gray's running.
Enunciacata, what are you doing, given you probably have maybe a round or two before you get grabbed by a troll? You're muted.
Fantastic. She has absolutely no idea what the hell's going on. None whatsoever. Not until if Benny tells her something, she will extend her wings out and just fly.
Okay.
She'll lift off.
Cool. I am going to roll something and see how this goes. I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity or a strength to avoid the howling gale that's going to try and knock you out of this. Yep. You are lucky. They did not roll very well for that. You matched it, so you're still in the air, but you are kind of flying in place as the wind buffets you. For those of you still on the ground, I'm going to roll a strength and melee roll. You can roll a dexterity and dodge, a dexterity and melee to match it, a dexterity and athletics to just run away. I don't care. I am rolling for shit tonight, guys, so you are doing really well.
2 successes on dodge.
3 successes on dodge.
Okay.
Or melee. I would say
9.
that number.
Okay. Oh, and the threshold on this is an 8. Oh, sorry.
1 success.
I rolled a 9.
Alright. You're still fine, Enunciacata. You're up in the air and there's nobody up there with you.
That's a 9 on dexterity melee.
Okay. You are fine, Lakoka. You are super, super fine. You punch back and what would you like to do to this poor little Chloricon who has come up to you?
I'm just like berserking towards the general, so I'm just gonna like smack him with a granite skin atlas fist.
Okay. The Clericon goes flying off the arena as you do this. You hit him that hard. For those of you with 1 success, you are all going to take some damage here because everything has caught up to you. You are not going to lose your cups, though, because they have just come at you with the intention to attack. Everybody take just a point of damage at the moment because they're just trying to get at the cups. They're not necessarily trying to kill you at the moment.
So how does taking damage work?
So you have a health level here. You are taking chimerical damage for the time being. If you'll just mark off your first level at bruised, right? Your next level will be hurt, and
Okay, got it.
we'll take a -1 on what you're trying to do.
Got it.
This is kind of a warm-up of how combat would go when you end up in it.
I think I forgot something.
What?
I'm a she, and I just used one of the cantrips.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Noble bearing, I think, or unearthly beauty. One of my things means that I have to roll something, don't I?
We will pick that up in a minute because
Mhm.
I have to look it up myself. So
The only reason I know is because it was right next to my health.
All right. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the general's attention.
you're good. It would just means that if you were made to look foolish, it would fail.
It's when they invoke the weird, this beauty becomes overwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're good. Sorry,
Okay.
Emil.
No, you're fine. So while I'm gonna try to get the general's attention and just be like, hey, pin fucker. And I'm gonna strength and let's see, what do I got? Strengthen melee and chuck the fake cup with all my might over their head.
Okay. The fake cup is right.
In my hands.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works. I would like you to roll a manipulation subterfuge here to make them think this is the real cup.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, do I get like any bonuses because it looks like perfect?
Yeah, you're going to get a lower difficulty for it.
Oh god. Oh man, I only have 2 bips.
Can
Well-
I help in any way? Because
Yes.
I have the real cup, but
Yes.
I don't even know. How could I do this?
So if you wanted to do this by persuasion or by subterfuge yourself, I don't care if you want to lie and be like, hey, don't throw that. Make it feel more real. You can add more successes to them as well. Yes.
Can I assist in any way by just yelling out? Because I was smart enough not to use Anil's real name.
Yes.
Knocker, don't drop that thing.
What's the number?
It's going to be a 6 here.
Oh, good.
2 successes.
Sweet.
2 dice. 2 successes. Because I got a 10.
I'm so proud of you.
Gray's killing it.
They believe you. Everybody but the general believes you, and it is at this point a group of crows descends from the sky and starts wailing on everybody here. The Akata, you get buffeted by this, but they don't seem interested in you. And the howling gale stops for the time being here. At which point, you hear Madden's voice. And it says, enough of this! And everyone who is part of your motley here gets blown back from the arena without any of the rest of the people who are up there. And you still have the cup. And Annunciacata, you have a 6-inch tall Madden. He goes, I'm sorry. We just really couldn't have that happening. We gotta go.
What the fuck?
I'm going with you.
Gray. The sword got blown off the arena too.
Is it near me?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
And carry it with me.
As this starts happening, you realize that the entire riot is in chaos. And I don't mean the fun chaos that was going on before. There's a fight going on, a real fight going on. And Madden says to Annunziata, because she's probably the only one who can hear him at this level, and goes, "We gotta go.
Where are we going?
Doesn't matter. We have to leave here now. Leave here now."
Can I get my friends and go?
Yes. Take anybody you care about. Let's go.
She'll drop down and she'll call out to everyone and tell them to follow her, leaving now.
Is anyone going to question why the blind one is leading us anywhere?
Nope, there's a
Nope,
phrase
this whole
about it.
thing
Let's go.
sucks.
Nope.
Let's go.
Okay then. Yep, just wanted to make sure.
She will then tell Madden, "Tell me where to go. We're ready."
Okay. A bunch of people came here in cars. If we can get out of the dreaming and into the real world again and steal somebody's car is the best plan I got right now. We can probably get out of here before it all goes off and Laurel ices this place. So we gotta go.
Okay. And Annunziata will walk and have Benny lead her out of the dreaming and into the real world, into the human side of the.
So how I'm going to have this done mechanically here is I'm going to need somebody to run interference while you get out of the dreaming. I'm going to need somebody to run interference while you get out of the actual mortal version. I'm going to need somebody to steal the car, and I'm going to need somebody to drive the car. I don't care who does what, but if you have drive, I'm going to volunteer you to be the driver of this. There are very few of you who have that. The running interference are going to be things like strength and dodge and dexterity and dodge, or that kind of stuff. For our troll friend, you do have the ability to know if you're being tailed and stuff. That might actually be more useful in the dreaming than in the mortal world. So if you wanted to run interference first, I will lower your difficulty to do that first. Lakoka, if you want to run it in the real world, you are going to be more effective. You can punch real hard. So,
I can also punch real hard.
Yes, you can, but you also can drive things, and other people can't do that.
That's true. I have, despite having no pips in drive, I have the wheelman feats.
Yes.
I actually bought points in drive.
So between you two, you're gonna have to figure that out. And who wants to try and steal the car?
I'm
What
feeling
would that
great.
be?
I can steal the car.
You steal, I'll drive.
Got it.
Okay.
Because I can just fucking security it, I assume,
And
to break into it.
Gray. Probably one of the best things you can do in this situation is run distraction. So not interference. Don't like try to push people off you. Just be like, that way. I saw them go that way. Use your performance abilities to get people to help. And Annunziata, you have your bat friend. You're going to find the lay of the land faster than any of them can here. So if you want to run like the overview of what's going on, you're probably the best suited to that. So how we're going to do this, everybody's going to have their own role here. Our two physical characters, please pick your skills that you want to roll here. Your difficulties are going to be only at a 5 because both of you are doing things you're very familiar with and you're going the opposite direction to most people at this point. For the drive thing, I'm going to need you to roll dexterity and drive for it. For the stealing of the car, I'm going to take either wits and security, wits and stealth, wits and subterfuge, something like that. For the performance checks, I will take charisma, manipulation, or appearance. I don't really care which one you pick from that, and then use empathy or persuasion with it. And for the overview, I'm just going to give you an idea of what's happening.
I can't use intelligence instead of wits for.
You can use intelligence if you want to. It'll take you longer, though. You're smart, but you're not instinctual, is what I'm telling you here.
Yes, yeah.
That's 6 for interference in the human world.
4 successes on me.
Got it.
What was the number for distraction?
It's going to be a 7 for you
Okay,
because
good.
everybody else is a 7 above that because you still have craziness going on. And then Siakata, the interior of Queen Laurel's tent area has condensed in on itself according to your bat. That tent that no one's going in and out of, still no one's going in and out of. There is also chaos within the royal enclosure itself. They are looking for someone that they can't find.
Madden, you're not being missed, are you?
He goes, "Oh, I'm absolutely being missed, but we don't have time to deal with that right now."
We don't have time to unpack all of that.
Right.
I decided to go a little bit slower because slow and steady wins the pace.
Okay.
And intelligence security, and I got 5 successes.
Okay.
We're trying to do 2 cars. I don't want to fuck up.
Yep. And what did you say you got, Michelle? Sorry.
I got 4 to drive.
Beautiful. You executed this whole escape so well. I'm so proud of all of you. It's awesome. So,
You can ride a horse. You can ride a car.
as you're exiting the dreaming, Mac, you do know that you're being followed. In fact, you can see the crows actually following you. You have the cup and they know it. They don't think anything's wrong exactly, but they are following you, and they follow you until you exit the dreaming, at which point you lose track of them. Lakoko, when you get out into the mortal world, there's a lot of screaming, and it's not like anything's on fire. It's just that people's bodies stop moving out here sometimes. It's weird. People reappear and disappear. There are people fleeing for the exits as fast as possible as well. There's also a creeping sense of cold that is coming up on you, and it's slowing everything down comparatively. Gray, people feel calm around you. You have a calming presence, and so when you run into some of the smaller kith, some of the people who traditionally get run over by stuff, you're able to distract them away from some of the big things that are going on and get them out a little bit easier too, because they listen to you a little bit better. There's a little puka girl too who follows you out through the dreaming out into the real world until she finds her friend. She looks to be about 12 when she gets out again, so you're glad that she found the person she was supposed to be leaving with. Anil, it's stressful. You've had a really stressful day. It's been so you are intent on finding a car. You find a fast car. You find a car that you all fit in. You're glad. Also, all of you now look mortal again, so whatever your mortal seemings are, you have dropped out of your glamored selves. And Iris, they all look at you and you're like, where to? Where are y'all going to drive?
Probably get us a hotel suite somewhere or a hotel room somewhere if we just need to crash.
Well, let's figure it out on the road. Let's fucking go, 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 go!
Yeah, go to ground and hide first.
Okay then. You got me a stick shift?
God, you're so fucking picky, Jesus.
As you're trying to leave, I need you to roll your perception alertness, please. And your difficulty is 6. Mac, did you hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, as you're leaving, I need you to roll a perception and alertness, please.
I could have sworn you were talking to Iris.
Nope.
I thought she was talking to Anuncia.
Nope.
Okay.
Only one of you has experience getting rid of tails, and y'all still have one.
It's going to be... Five successes.
Sweet. You see both the crow and a woman who looks like the general did watching you as you drive away.
Okay.
They're together,
Hey.
by the way.
Hey, Iris, double back as soon as you find an offshoot and just just go the other direction from when we left. If you can find like any kind of intersection to get us to loop around to the other side.
Just like when I had the bad hair day.
You got it. Look at that. We're on the same page. This never happens. I'm so excited.
Oh, wait. Is somebody watching us?
Well, yeah.
She'll stick her hand out.
Madden's like, I like you. You're fun.
Thank you.
Okay, who the fuck is talking? That's been bothering me.
She will take Madison. She probably put him between her boobs or something to just hold on to him, and she'll just put him onto her shoulder.
He is a 6-inch tall little Chinese man, actually. He is dressed in very, very fancy clothing, very well tailored. It's a suit at this point. He's still 6 inches tall, though. Nothing's changed about that.
That's unfortunate.
Exactly. He has very piercing eyes, so they are dark. He's like, hey, so not the way I intended to meet everybody, but yeah, we gotta go. By the way, Madden, Fiona, hi, I hear you're a Fiona. Love the hair, but we gotta go. Because you know that whole, this is going to sound really crazy, guys, and I know this is going to sound really crazy. I know how crazy this is going to sound. You know how, like, everybody about, oh god, how many years ago now, started watching that stupid Game of Thrones show, started saying winter is coming. Yeah, no, that was a stupid prophecy that somebody thought would be really fun to put in media. So we gotta go because it's right there. And as he says that, you hear the crackle of ice. You feel the wind begin to blow against the car. You taste snow in the air. And he's like, I'm really hoping they're gonna contain it, but we need to not be here.
They probably won't. I just drew the tower.
Shit. Okay, so go.
I am abiding by the speed limit and at a maximum
I will
5
get
miles
off of
over.
this person and stand on the accelerator.
Never mind, I'll do it for you. She'll reach her leg underneath and put it on Iris's foot and just push.
As you drive away from the royal riot, the color in the world seems to mute. It always does that when you leave the dreaming. It's never as poignant as the things that we imagine are, but now it feels bitterer and darker. And you still have the cup and a contract to the murder court. And you drive, God knows where, looking for a way away from whatever just happened. And that's where we're going to leave it tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun to do this to everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
We are going to wrap up with everybody announcing the things that they want to do. As I said, I'm Spectre. I run the channel. You can find us here at Archives of the Dragon. Discord will be in the chat as well. You can also find us on YouTube. So if you have friends who want to catch up with us later, the first episode's already up on YouTube. You can find us there. And it's been so much fun. So we're going to start at the top and let's go with MJ.
Hi, as I mentioned earlier, I'm the host of 3 podcasts, Reignite, Circle of Friendship, and the Rob Thomas No Not That One Robcast. You can find out all about them on certainpov.com, which is the podcast network that I'm part of, where we have several different nerdy podcasts, each with a unique point of view. So go check us out.
Awesome. And Rhea, anything you want to announce?
I don't have anything going on. Y'all can find me at explosive_donut on Twitter or at Rhea_Jasmine on Instagram.
Awesome. And Velvet.
Thank you all for sticking around. I've been Velvet. You can find me Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Onyx Path channel for Boston by Night, as well as the Stories of a Broken Sun and Flight Risk podcasts.
Awesome. And Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle Crystalite, and I've been playing Iris. You can find me Saturday evenings at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the Onyx Path Twitch channel, Storytelling Boston by Night. You can also follow me on Twitter at Michelle C. Light, or I actually have a blog. It's michelleclight.com.
Awesome. And Junie.
I am Junie Von Esch. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram as Junie Von Esch. I'm also on Twitch. I am a creative streamer as well as a variety streamer. And you can also find me on the RPG table as the storyteller for a Chicago by Night game, Vampire Last Breath.
Awesome. And Evan.
Evan Ivy, don't have a whole lot of social media presence, but I did guest star on ATL by Night a little while ago, which is apparently a thing that is worth mentioning.
Hey, we love shouting out everybody's projects. And I, of course, on Twitter am Spectre Alafet, and I'm that on Instagram, and you can find our Twitter, Arc of the Dragon. So thank you, everybody, for coming, and we'll see you all next Friday. Bye.
Bye.